As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even...
Finished. A new creation. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake. With a gentle breeze caressing your skin, I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel so good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of the slumbering rose. Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you... Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I'll make just as sure to hold you to... When the time comes, I won't accept...
Good afternoon, traveler. I didn't expect the honor of witnessing both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about this, ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is I have faith.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a... This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight. The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. Your drink was not, if you need time to... Oh, thank you for... When I first got to my surprise, let's just say that even in the end, they're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. I studied monsters. However, this is a special the various parts of the Windwheel Aster plant. I just took it for extracting it. Usually, if it's before, there was an officer named Terena in the world of besides, so I don't mind It really, in such condition, when scents are blended well, it seems when mixed properly. Yes, that... Just from perhaps you possess a natural
Here you go.
The colors are cooler, and are these bright specks on the surface? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. Your cocktail. Therefore, the winds and clouds of monsters. Really? Now it's time to... Thank you. This is the most... Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as once I perfect. Until then.
So you're looking after the drink. I've got to say, I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix. I don't know. As the captain, so I've been intensifying my... Anyway, on top, since I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure... Oh,
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Huh. Not sweet and tingly. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about... Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paper. That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime. Oh, it's in that book Miss Magistus lent me. After a duel, a Fontanian swordsman, to properly play host to Miss Clorinde, I searched for quite some time to locate a But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really... Besides, I'll treat Miss Clorinde to this juice at our... Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was... difficult. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. I'm completely fine. But it was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd bet they launched a diet improvement initiative. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. You did say, sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has... The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, the vice captain of the 5th company, who, in any case, after eating it for a week, you can hardly blame the logistics company. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp... Oh my. Miss Clorinde's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorinde was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Clorinde's abilities might even be more extraordinary than that, incorporating elements of... I sure could do with an energy boost, but... That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else. There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an... In recent years, Firewater's gained popularity. You really are good. Why don't we try... As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of... Brilliant. I'm looking...
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you eat... The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, but can you mix me another? Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail... Oh, it's the best I've ever had. I think I'm gonna... Don't worry about me. This is... By the time I've gone a few rounds with that, Miss Chlorinde, and completed my... Jean. The acting Grandmaster. I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. Jean. The acting Grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off?
Suspicion. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar... If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing sword-wielding traveler's secret you'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontaine. Luckily for you. And on... That look on your face tells me calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma... It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. From a purely rational perspective, but when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land. In fact, her publicly out of the utmost respect for her skin. I truly appreciate. Once I returned to Fontaine, I'm not sure. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same. I've often heard Sigewinne praise her work. She's gentle and composed. Oh, thank you. Best to just Since I eat a lot of meat,
The slightest after the swordsmanship, I had 8. Of course, there was still. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough. To be honest, I can still take. Indeed it is. The knight's codenamed. They told me the design is only just. You're not, but I'm certain you'll. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering. Drinking barrels of beer the night. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadt. I've seen a little. I took. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations. However, the way perhaps because I've recently, the newer weapon, while this has slightly reduced their overall perhaps it's because that scent over time, the faint fragrance. Of course, there is a solution to the next time you, if you also Are you already based on my. So when the time comes, I think. All right, even if it's still a bit strong.
All right. A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists.
There's a subtle saltiness that combines the color of the but where does the leisure time part? I see. Its unique aroma and taste. Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you mostly for Navia and Miss Farinas? I understand. Thanks to you.
Huh? Is that Miss Honorary Knight? Auntie Eula told Klee that seeing you here, Miss Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat. You mean this stand well, out of all the drink stands, and no matter what drinks Miss Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're... Oh, let me think. I know! I'll pretend whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his... I'm going fish blasting with... So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright...
Your fair weather frolic is here.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Clee will take a sip first. Ah, yummy! Both sweet and if Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5. But one drink isn't enough. Clee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. Clee doesn't know what. 3 square meals? Adventuring takes a lot of energy. And Albedo used to prepare all Clee's meals, and my lunchbox was up when Albedo's busy at Kaya's camp is usually the neatest. While Amber sometimes can. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. Her Chocogo crunchy slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation. Whenever I eat them, I feel so... Yeah, when Clee used to eat. So, Mom, nuts don't have... This stuff? A dash of sugar, put everything together on the... Clee can give you some Dodoko candy too if that would... Make your own. If you get... To come ask Clee. When... Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one. That book taught Clee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumping Dumpty can go... Fwah! It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot. Bedtime's an important part of Clee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my... She has a lamp made of gems. Yeah! When something sometimes Mom falls asleep before... As soon as Clee learns how to use the lamp, I can... Clee is... Oh, yeah! Clee still wants to eat sweet things. Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a... Clee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were So, if Clee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just... Yeah, that one Clee's looking forward to finding out how to...
Ta-da! It's...
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Clee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Miss Honorary Knight, this is amazing. It's like you mixed sunshine with juice. Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed and warm and peaceful. Oh. You're the best, Miss Honorary Knight. Really? Let me, When the weather's nice and when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet. Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's... Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation. Then you should learn magic too. See you next time!
Ha! So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. When we were discussing the drink stand earlier, I took one look at the menu and can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to... That's the spirit! Now, show me what you've got.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the... Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses. Mull it over. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed as punishment. I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because he took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D. Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint. After Krepus tried it too, he was full of praise. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Krepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits. As though I could. Yes, Faru retired years ago, but he still he's a stubborn one. Diluc, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show. Well, let me think. I guess you could sometimes deliberately creating layers between. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like it was a gift. Huffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid. I'm the Grand Master, after all. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have. And take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow. It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. My conclusion is that Mondstadt. If I were in charge of organizing events? Well, for example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope, just like Firewater and Smedina, these Notcry delicacies have made their way into. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me. Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Ah, perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it No Time to Waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
Whatever the reason, the honorary knight is clear. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bard.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The honorary knight has the drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of the...
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've
Also, if I may, honorary knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind
Paimon feels like there's something you based on your personality. You prop that way. Customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the...
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good.
Gene wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the night, he didn't stop me from leaving back then.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day. Yeah.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to...
You know how it is. When your cat...
Ah, so you're just...
I see. Understood? I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at Ask Away.
Ah, you mean like that ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of...
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might... The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually.
Wait! But we ran into a...
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to... The parts you're testing today are... Of course, when you access the dice...
Speaking of Alice...
Clee demanded some...
Ha 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 ha!
It sure would be convenient if we could build a choo-choo car track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea. Razor?
Fiery woman came to take Lupa. She backed down, but this sword is here.
Hold on, let Paimon get this straight. So, she took the allude? That would make the trial of Boreas the trial...
We fight.
Wow! Looks like Paimon's guess was spot on.
Not real?
Alice's scheming
Yes, but after crossing swords with Miss Eula,
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be...
For sure. You don't have to worry about break.
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpost...
that's one of your local traditions.
Why not? You should know, though. Hold on.
Oh,
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt.
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen? Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even...
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed... Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can... Wait, what? What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our...
So that Fiona? What are you doing here? It's my first time seeing Alice put a version... And you know what? Oh, looks like your campaign is going... Of course! The only thing missing is... the cat... but that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive, so Alice said she would find... Then it... Hey! You too?
Looking, yes, all I have to do is manage this.
Nice!
If there's one trait they have, I think it would be the feeling of, I certainly have a lot.
We're looking for things in here. Hey, since you like them so much,
Really? That,
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit.
have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster.
I suppose, but it's possible the Fatui stationed them here long term.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're...
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Another tent? Huh. This one's kinda nostalgic too.
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground. But we still needed an additional rest area.
Looks like we can use this device to keep in touch with
Now that you mention it, the
nights on vacation, summer.
However, you're
Oh, I remember.
Fun times, huh? So,
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end, but not that I'm extending an invitation. I'm just mentioning the possibility. Place among our ranks.
Come talk to me when you do have an official invite. The intel I have on hand is pulling me in a...
a tent tortoise? That shouldn't be here at all.
Wow! There was a time, back when I was little, when almost
Oh, yeah.
I had one too, of course.
Quite the hassle to take care of.
Wait, you...
Is that so?
Oh, no, of course not.
I could bring it back to the church and raise it. It can stay behind the cathedral. I'll even build it a pool. Can't be too hard to raise, right?
Not happening. The next thing you know, you'll have an... Just tell that mage to put it back where she found it.
Guess that's for the best. Something wrong, Sucrose?
Oh, no. I was just looking for... Master Albedo has always been careful with our costs. We maximize the use of every... Take this, for example. We've used it a few times before, but we found the effectiveness in According to the mages, it was meant to be placed... Luckily, I found it.
Well, all that matters is that you...
Great. Thank you so much.
I heard this thing was terribly ineffective when first invented. You could only catch 10 in a week. But for some reason, it gained traction. True, it takes time. It beats. But there are so many crystal flies around here. It's a bit far, though. Just imagine how tiresome it was back in the... Does that count as trespassing on...
I suppose it hardly matters anymore. Adventurers aren't quite so keen on crystal flies nowadays.
At times, they are a-changin', eh?
So it would seem.
What are they mumbling about?